Good news, bad news tonight when it comes to rent prices all across our valley. The bad news, well, they're not coming down. But the good news, they're not going up either.
Where does that leave renters trying to balance their paycheck with keeping a roof over their heads? News 3's Steve Wolford crunches the numbers.
The rent-to-income ratio is a good way of looking at housing costs. In other words, what percentage of your income does it take to cover your rent? The golden rule through the years, the standard has been the 30% rule. So, does 30% of your income cover your rent?
Man, it's rough. I don't think so. It's rough. Matter of fact, I know it's not.
Britton Norwood says 30% of his income doesn't come close to covering his rent anymore.
Man, man, I could say, definitely at least around half. You know what I'm saying? Definitely at least half.
It is a new norm right now.
Pamela Heaton says her rent-to-income ratio is only about 10%, but she has several roommates.
I think it'd be impossible for a single person, especially a single mother that's working, that's making a decent hourly salary, but when it comes to rent, you're deciding whether you pay rent or whether you take care of the kid.
Fortunately, after soaring during the pandemic, Zillow economist Nicole Bachaud says rent prices are cooling off.
So rent prices are currently down 2.1% from a year ago as of August, and we're down just slightly from July. So we're definitely seeing that cooling as we're coming out of the summer and into the fall this year.
And that's helping with the rent-to-income ratio. On average, Zillow says a local will spend 33.1% of their income on rent. By comparison, in nearby Phoenix, the rent-to-income ratio is just 30.8%, just above the 30% rule. We're also in much better shape than Los Angeles, New York City, or Miami, on the high end of the ratio between 42 and 50.5%. And the Zillow experts expect the positive news for renters to continue.
What we typically see this time of year as we transition from the summer into the fall is the rental market does slow down quite a bit. So we would expect in a normal year and in this year to see rents continuing to cool off. And that should hopefully help to kind of normalize the Las Vegas market a little bit.
And if you're wondering, Zillow says the lowest rent-to-income ratio right now in the United States is in Des Moines, Iowa at 19.5%. It's also where home buyers are enjoying some of the lowest housing prices anywhere in the country. In downtown Las Vegas, Steve Wolford, News 3.
Just click below and subscribe to News 3. You'll get more stories that affect your community.